How to color correct in After Effects. Let's get into it. Start by clicking this blank space below your footage, choose New and then choose Adjustment Layer. Next, come over to Effects and Presets. If you don't see this, come up to Window and then choose Effects and Presets. This will load this up for you. Then search for Lumetri Color and drag this effect onto your adjustment layer. Next, head up to Effect Controls. Again, if you don't see this, come up to Window, then come down to Effect Controls, and then this will bring you to this. Next, start by expanding Curves on your Lumetri Color and make sure that you have the Luma Curves selected. I'm just going to extend my window out a little bit like so. Next, add a point in this square here and a point in this square here. This is going to affect the highlights, shadows and midtones of our video. I'm going to take this point and increase it like so, and I'm going to take this point and decrease it like so. Now if we turn this adjustment layer off and on, we can see the impact it's already having on our video footage. Depending on your footage, you may need to go more extreme or less extreme with this and have a play around with it to suit your own video. Next, to add some vibrance to this video, we can come down to the hue versus saturation curve and then just click onto this line and bring it up like so. As we can see there, we are adding more vibrance to the colours of our video. I do recommend not going way too high on this because it will make your video look very strange. I also recommend not going way too low because it will make your video black and white. I'm going to go for around about here. Again, we can come back down to the eye of this layer and turn it off and on again to see the effect that this has had on our video so far. Finally, scroll up until you see Basic Correction and click into this. In here, you can fine tune the temperature, tint, saturation and other exposure controls of your video. But the great thing is we don't have to go too extreme here because we're doing most of the work in the curves here. In my example, I'm going to change my temperature so it's a little bit more warm. I'm going to do this by clicking on this temperature number here and dragging it to the right. If you want a more cooler look, you can drag it to the left. If your footage is looking too green or too pink, which is what can happen in color correction, you can drag the tint sliders to the right or to the left. As we can see there, it is going to make our footage more green or more pink. Saturation is another slider that you can use to add more vibrance to your video if you want to. Again, don't go too extreme with this as it can have some strange results on your video. I'm going to leave the rest of the settings as they are as I'm happy with how my video looks. So if we turn off this adjustment layer, we have our before and we have our after, and if we play this back, we have that color graded footage, and that's all there is to it.